Hey there, what's going on, Sagittarius? I'm going to get you guys a quick energy reading. I'll be heading out tomorrow for a couple days, so I want to go ahead and get this in. Okay, Spirit for my Sagittarius is Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign, please. Guys, this is a general reading as always. Okay, please only take what resonates and leave the rest. Please don't try and make it fit if it does not, okay? All right, Spirit. Okay, I'm kind of starting with a different deck today. This is the one I felt compelled to use. Hello, okay. Oh, poverty coming out. Okay, what else, Spirit? Message. I actually did a reading for you guys last night before I was going to bed. And God, it's like 50 minutes. So when I got done with it, and I don't always mind putting those long ones on there, but it was getting so crazy. I thought maybe I should review that first, because at the end I was like, I give up. And from beautiful to somebody bringing in all their problems to you. But if you guys want it, I'm happy to post it for you. Dag, what is happening? Okay, somebody is definitely, you might receive some kind of message or something about somebody who is in some kind of deep despair here. This might be someone who's actually lost quite a bit in their life, or feel like they've lost quite a bit in their life. This, of course, says poverty, so it could have been quite a bit of their possessions, I guess. This could have been somebody who was wealthy at one point, or maybe this is somebody who was with some kind of wealthy man that... Did they lose it to a wealthy man, or is this somebody who was wealthy or bought into somebody who said they were a wealthy man and maybe got scammed in some way? There could have been cops involved in this. Military person, somebody who certainly worked in the courts. Okay, this is some kind of official person, somebody that maybe this person trusted. Okay, so if you're dating somebody maybe in the legal system, or somebody here... Yeah, that's in the court system or something like that. Or like I said, they could also be some kind of military, have a military background. Somebody may have came in and presented themselves as a wealthy man. Or your person could have also been a wealthy man. Or maybe this is just, I say your person, by the way. This could be any person in your life. Your brother, it could be your father. It could be anybody like that. Okay? That could have gotten taken advantage of. I think somebody might have invested with someone else as well and gotten taken advantage of. This could also be a same-sex relationship or something like that. Maybe somebody had a trusted friend that really talked them into investing in something. Regardless, you're going to hear about it. There's going to be some kind of message coming in, and it's around loss. This is somebody who maybe you think about often, or someone who certainly thinks about you quite often, is what I'm getting. Yeah. Somebody seriously thinking about you. So this may very well be a trusted friend, someone who you haven't communicated in a while. It could be someone, I suppose, from your path or from your path. Okay, I definitely said that, didn't I? So maybe from your soul path or something, or someone who has been on your path before, that knows that you are a wise counselor, someone who gives good advice, someone who's been a good friend, you've been loyal in the past, and they're just wanting to talk to you. Okay, somebody in this scenario could be a mature woman. This could be you as well. Maybe your person here is wanting to come in here and talk to you about kind of what has happened here, how they've kind of, dare I say, lost their ass in some way, but I don't know how here. We do have poverty at the beginning. I feel there's some kind of bad investment. It could have been investment in the wrong relationship, or investment in the wrong business. They believed the wrong person is what I'm getting here. Yeah. We have family room here as well. So somebody may be wanting to... let's see. Yeah, expectation, toil and labor. There might be a child involved here. There may be some other woman here who has some kind of expectation. Maybe this person was kind of... Okay, listen. Take the stories that resonate. This person could have been about... Maybe somebody told this person they were having their child. Okay, this story getting crazy. Give me a second. Let's get some of these, I think. Let's just try and see what comes out in this reading. Let me get some more. Spirit, can you give me some more? Just give me some more context, please, on this particular situation. Is this somebody trying to have some kind of fresh start with you? Somebody wanting to maybe bring you some kind of gift or something like that? Try and make up in some way? Maybe this was somebody that they were trying to make up with. No, I feel like they're trying to make up with you. This could have been someone who you were in some kind of relationship or friendship with before, okay? It says snooze here, coffee beans, right? So somebody might have hit snooze on the relationship. Maybe it's been on hold for a while. Maybe you guys haven't talked in a while. But somebody's had some kind of wake-up call due to their own circumstances here. You may have a gift from this person, or they may have one from you. Some kind of keepsake is what I'm thinking. Or maybe they're wanting to bring you something like that. Yeah, because their life is blown up. Yeah. I'll be honest with you, Sag. I don't know why I'm getting this a strong indication. Somebody might have sabotaged themselves here. Believed in the wrong people is what I want to say, okay? That's a smoke grenade. We know where there's smoke, there's fire, right? There's been some kind of explosion here this person didn't see coming. It's left them in despair and potentially in poverty is what I'm seeing. Yeah, look at this. An abandonment and neglect here with the lamppost. Ooh. So your person may have just walked out of a situation or had to leave a situation. Honestly, they could have very well lost everything in this particular situation. Or due to this situation or due to... Is this around work? This could have been around work as well. Oh, God. Yeah. Tied down, restricted, boundaries here. Maybe this person was restricted by a particular situation that they couldn't get out of for a long time. Yeah, they're in total despair about it. Now, honestly, I feel like the tied down, because it's falling up underneath the despair card, I think they feel that way now, like, good grief, like, what have I done here? What's happened here? They may feel like they are in like a lot of, like they're tied down now, just basically like restricted because maybe you have up boundaries towards them. Maybe you don't want to deal with them. That could have been the case with them in the past, but you don't want to deal with them anymore because of something they did or were involved with. You know, sometimes, especially family, friends, stuff like that, it's better to love them, you know, from a distance, you know, when they get into spaces like this. I'm not talking about the despair, but when they're doing things that are, you know, darkness or just lower vibrating stuff that, that can really harm them, you know, especially around addictions and things like that. Yeah, we can't always just keep pulling them out of the fire because then it's just... it enables them from growing. This person really went hard on something is what I'm feeling and trusted the wrong people and ended up getting screwed over. Yeah, somebody took their ass to the cleaners is what I'm getting here. Okay, this person feels restricted now because of something that maybe you've put up some kind of boundaries, but it could also very well be because they feel like, I don't have, what do I bring to the table right now? Maybe they feel like you put up some kind of boundaries and there's no way to really heal this situation. You know, maybe they need you and your energy, honestly. I know that sounds... I know you were already, because I'm a Sag, that would already have me feeling like, wait a minute, you know, you're not just going to come in and drain my energy when you need it. But, you know, maybe you have a very loving, soothing energy. I'm sure that you do. Okay, I know how we can always see like that a silver lining and get people to a better place. We're those cosmic counselors, right? But it's the energy I think that they're wanting to feel. They're wanting to have someone who is honestly, well, honest, okay? They want someone around them, I feel like, that is honest, okay? Someone that is genuine, someone who actually can show compassion, who cares, can probably give some kind of wise counsel. This could be one of your friends. This could be a family member too, a brother, a sister, mom, dad, cousin, I don't know, ex. What else on this wealthy man, Spirit? Yeah, so you might actually, whoever this person is, they don't, they've either not talked to you for a while, or they feel like you've got some boundaries up against them. What in the world? So this could have been somebody that they married. Maybe they thought this person was wealthy, or maybe the person was wealthy, okay? Because this is about marriage and commitment here on this wealthy man. All right? Maybe they got married to this wealthy man. Maybe they were promised some kind of wealth if they married this person. I don't know. Maybe they thought it was going to be more than what it was. They could have chose, I'm sorry, but they could have actually chose this person. Okay, chose to be with this person or to stay with this person due to some kind of wealth that they thought would be coming in. You know, some kind of, I don't know, in some traditions, you know, like they'll pay for things. Like, yeah, you marry this person and, you know, there will be an inheritance. There will be this. I mean, it could have definitely been something like that here. Okay, yeah. You know, with this wealthy man here, though, I'm getting balance and alignment here. Okay, so maybe they thought this would really line up their life. This would help to balance their life out in some way. Give me something on this official person, please. Maybe this person they were dealing with, maybe if they're a spiritual person, maybe they thought that this person was spiritual too, and maybe that's how they met this person. That's how they got into this balance, this alignment. Or maybe this person had them invest in something like that. There was some kind of commitment with this wealthy man, though. You know, like let's invest in a business, right? A healing business. All right, this does have healing stones, balance, alignment, some kind of alignment business. Maybe it could have been something about the body. Let me think. It could have been like physical therapy, or it could have been like... the trainers at the gym, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. Coaching, working out. I keep getting something with the body. So it could have been energy alignment in terms of with the body, okay, through healing energy. Or it could have definitely been like a lot of these places now that you see, I used to see them actually quite a bit where I just moved from, but they have like the cryogenics. They have all of that. It's something around... healing the body. Maybe they were going to start a gym with someone who had a lot of these additional things. Well, I'm getting so many hits over here. Yeah, this official person, though, is someone that definitely wants to talk to you. So this may have been the person that you were dealing with here. Yeah, they're just watching you. Okay, this person might have some love for you, to be honest with you, because this card definitely says letter in a bottle. It says unspoken words. So you guys could have left with a lot of things on the table. Things that weren't said, you know, but there's love here because it says love notes. This person may have been thinking about you throughout this. They could have been trying to work on another situation here. If this was not some kind of marriage, this could have been just some kind of commitment, somebody who they had loyalty to, someone who they trusted to lead them in the right direction. May have taken a big investment on their part, may have left them without a lot here. Okay, this person has continually watched you in some way, though. Tell me about the thoughts. I see that they're thinking about you here in this thoughts card, okay? You can clearly see one person thinking about another person. The thought, spirit. Yeah. Oh, okay. I think they misjudged you in the past here. They're just looking at you. They're studying you, which is funny because this is falling next to the Hawk card, which is all about... I'm not only watching someone heavily, but it's also about observation, right? Really checking you out. I don't know how they're seeing you, maybe in person at work, maybe on social media. However, maybe you're a public figure or something like that where they're able to see you. It's funny because I think that this person may have misjudged you in some way. That's initially and very heavily what I'm getting. Maybe at first they thought that you would not fit into their world. Maybe they thought that there were some... sounds so terrible. I'm reading the card here, okay? Maybe their impression was that there could have been some kind of imperfections here, okay? Maybe other people told them that, you know, Sag is not the one for you, you know? Can you really see yourself long-term? Some things that really, I mean, I don't know. It could have been anything like this. Some things that could have very well tripped them up. Give me some more. And I think they're watching you now. They're paying attention to you. And they're seeing that maybe they misjudged you in some way. Uh-oh. Yeah. Wow. They're seeing, okay, that you have basically risen up here and changed everything, okay, with this will card. They're saying that you're actually moving towards your destiny, towards your own fortune here, okay? And maybe seeing you also as someone who is faded, okay? So something they couldn't see before because they were too invested in whatever this was. They could have just been focusing on work, okay? They could have been focusing on another connection. They could have been focusing on building their own wealth, but whatever it was, they may have made you feel insignificant in some kind of connection, okay? And I definitely feel as though they misjudged you. And this person might have been quite materialistic, by the way, okay, before. And maybe just, sometimes when people get so into that, and, maybe if you don't dress a certain way, look a certain way, fit a certain mold, whatever, they can't really see all the beauty that you're bringing in. And so they may have chosen to keep themselves around some pretty superficial people is what I'm seeing here. Okay, that might have ended up blowing up in their face here. They trusted the wrong person is what it is. They didn't see you. So you're a good business person is what I'm getting here. You've been able to really, I think, change some things, okay, because this is the wheel turning. So you could have come out of a lower period where perhaps you were not as successful, you weren't doing as good, and now you are. They've watched you really change everything. And they're seeing, I think I said this in I feel as though I said this in last night's reading, interestingly enough. I don't have these cards, but I feel like I said this in terms of coming out of a lower period, right, and rebuilding yourself from the inside out. But also, I mean, you may have started a business, okay? You could have done anything like that. They really see that you're really following your destiny here. You've stepped into, or you've, you're doing quite well, I think, from an abundance standpoint here. Okay, let's look at this. Who is this? What's this mature woman about, Spirit? Why is this person thinking of this? Or this mature woman? Who is this mature woman that's actually involved here? Oh, shit. Okay, so witch, spell work, and black magic. So maybe somebody here was trying to do some kind of spell work to keep this from coming into fruition. Maybe they're watching you because they know something like that was done. But this person has love for you. Here's the thing. They have love for you. This is somebody who wants to heal the situation and has felt very restricted here. So this person may know, obviously they probably know this mature woman, I don't know who it is in this person's life. Maybe it's like the matriarch of the family. Maybe it's somebody who they were involved with in some way. I feel related, but it doesn't have to be. It could also be some kind of ex here. I think somebody definitely did not want the two of you to be together. So, all right, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to keep reading the energy. Yeah, somebody was definitely doing, maybe it was the wife. Maybe it's the mother of their children or something like that if you're dealing with a male. Or it could be a female. I don't know why I said that. Females have babies all the time with females. Hang on one second. Oh, wow. Sorry, I had to jump on the floor and get that paintbrushes. All right, you're really following your passions here. That's what I'm getting, and I think somebody's been trying to block that, to be fair. Okay, make sure that you're keeping your energy clean, and you're always paying attention, okay, to your energy, what's going on around your energy. One very good rule of thumb all the time is just doing some spiritual maintenance is what I call it, right? We're just keeping our energy up to par and doing the little things to protect ourselves. You should always know anyway if something's off, right? But a lot of people don't, oddly enough. So I think that somebody here has been maybe doing something. Maybe they've been watching you and are knowing that this person's been watching you, knowing that this person has felt like they have loved you. This could have been somebody who created some chaos here in this person's life. Okay, something here has kept them in despair, but I think somebody wants to talk to you about that. Look at this. And then we have the rocking horse, okay? Childhood trauma, early influences. So this could definitely be the matriarch in their family. This could be the mom. I'm guessing the mother, certainly the grandmother, the sister, I don't really know. Okay, this is a female entity that I'm seeing here, but it certainly doesn't have to be. But whoever it is, whoever it is, I definitely feel that card wouldn't have came out, right? I definitely feel like it's trying to tell us that somebody has been manipulating the situation and possibly manipulating this person as well. Maybe they don't, maybe this person thinks very highly of you. I think they do, because obviously they have a love for you, and this person here has tried to keep them away from the situation. Okay, something has backfired here. That's my biggest feeling. And I think that whoever is doing this may have actually had a spinoff effect. It could have very well attacked or impacted somebody else here in some way. I do see despair here. I see poverty here. Somebody's actually lost some things here. This is freaking crazy. Yeah. And honestly, I think they've clouded this person here. So somebody didn't want you and somebody else together. That's my strongest feeling, okay? They definitely did not want you and somebody else together. Let me take a look at y'all's energies here for this. Spirit, give me Sagittarius energy on this. That's always crazy. Crazy, crazy. Oh, all right. Give me Sagittarius' energy today. Where's Sagittarius sitting at today? I'm guessing you must be looking, feeling good, doing quite well. Oh, yes. Okay, just based on what I'm seeing here and why is it so important for someone to stop you guys, some union from coming together, even if it's a friendship. This person could very well think that this connection is destined, though, and maybe they didn't see that before, and maybe this person was interfering here. Honestly, I'm going to be honest with you, Sag. I think your person's made several bad decisions. I think they've listened to the wrong people, potentially invested in the wrong people, and it looks like there's been some issues as a result of it. Somebody has definitely been trying to keep something else separate and somebody here down. So that could be you. Maybe if you're shining and you're out here with a lot of inspiration, you know, a lot of creativity. They're seeing you kind of building things back. Like I said, they could see you on a platform doing stuff like that. Perhaps it's that. Okay, so they're trying to slow you down, and that is just not working. Obviously, this is someone in a dark, wounded energy is what I'm getting here. Doesn't want to see you continue to rise up. That's what I feel. It's almost like an obsession here, right? They don't want to see you rise up is what I'm getting. So your person's in that lizard energy. Let me see what the connective energy here is between these two people. Okay. So we had the frog, so let's take a look. Okay, I guess we'll start with the earthworm, actually. We'll start with your energy here. I mean, honestly, when I see an earthworm, I definitely see someone who is, they could be a little shy to share their inner vision, but it's almost like the workings, right? The beginning workings of something here. Almost like a newbie or a novice, okay? Just, maybe in a new field. So maybe you are in a new field. Maybe someone's watching you, like I said, kind of recreate yourself, begin to really kind of take off, but you're shining in some way. I know that an earthworm in their full energy is very intelligent, okay, very valuable. I think that other people are definitely seeing you or will be seeing you as very valuable, certainly seeing you as intelligent, very earnest in terms of your working. Yeah, so you might actually be creating something brand new, okay? And maybe these people or this person in particular knows that that's what's happened. Somebody's trying to stop that from happening. It's either stop your blessings or stop this person perhaps from coming towards you, because this person is looking at you, okay? Maybe they're even looking for imperfections. What does that mean? I mean, I guess I feel like this woman, okay, is trying to stop this connection. This is absolutely insane, but that's what I feel is happening here. There's a woman, okay, that obviously is in the dark arts, or maybe she, I don't know, purchases that from someone else, but regardless, that is doing that to try and stop this person from coming forward as well, because the thing is, you're not slowing down is what I'm getting here. This person can do nothing but, you know, they can do nothing but look here, and they feel like they're very stuck, stranded, in despair over here, can't reach out because they know that you've restricted them in some way is what I get. There's, you know, how do they heal this situation? Maybe they feel they've restricted themselves if they stayed in another situation, okay, now it's blown up, and what do they have to give to you? Oh, okay. Let's look at your person's energy in the lizard. Okay. So your person instinctively knows. That's why they're looking at this. That's why the wheel card is also here. Okay, they could definitely be looking at you. Something that they missed before when they were over here. Maybe they missed the whole thing. Okay, how important that you were, how strong you were, how creative you were. Okay, and now they're looking at this definitely as something that is faded here. This person is very instinctual. They could even be as sensitive, to be honest with you, and so could you, is what I'm getting. All right, but they could be a sensitive soul. They might actually cover that up behind a tough exterior. Honestly, in the past here, because I'm feeling like even I know lizard out of balance can definitely be very non-committal, okay, and even elusive, okay, a bit flaky in their actions. So you may have actually experienced that with them. I'm thinking a bit in the past here. Yeah, this person was so busy, I think, on whatever else was going on. I don't know if whoever's doing this work here was in the picture at that time. Maybe so, because I'm going to tell you something. This person may have also been in a haze here, and that could have obviously been what created all this misfortune in their life. They're definitely, look at this, they have an explosion in their life, okay? An explosion, all right? And either they got abandoned, okay, or they just turn around. Yeah, either they got abandoned in this situation, left out, nobody stood by their side. Maybe they're feeling neglected here, or they just completely up and abandoned a whole situation here. Yeah, and see, the frog is definitely an easy one between the both of you guys because you're both, maybe you've been going through some kind of clearing or cleansing, healing period, and now it looks like this person is trying to do the same. Okay, this may also be what's kind of bringing them the perspective that they have, something about you and the way that you touch their lives or the way that you made them feel, something about your energy. Again, I know that I picked that up last night, but we're seeing it yet again. This person certainly feels like a lot's been left unspoken between the two of you. They want to send you some kind of communication. We have that twice here. They want to talk to you. Because they feel like you can provide either the wisdom, the knowledge. You would make them feel supported, give them the right direction. I almost feel like they don't feel like they can trust. They're having some trust issues right now, just due to everything that's kind of taken place here. If there's a lot of healing too, this person could be purging some of this energy as well. I feel something here has either been found out. You know, this person, I don't know. Okay. This is about to get real crazy, okay? If this person knew that at first, they may have been protecting this other person, especially if it was like a matriarch or something like that. But this mature woman could have been somebody they were involved with too, okay? Somebody that they were involved with that maybe, you know, talked them into investing elsewhere, maybe made them feel as though they would be a wealthy man if they got into this commitment. That could have been who they were in this commitment with. This person could have been keeping them with some kind of dark stuff over here, okay? Keeping them in some kind of haze, but your person never lost. That's what, okay, that's solid. Okay, that could have definitely been what was happening here. All right, so they could have been up here living, all right, having a lot of things, honestly connected, maybe very transactional type relationship, but this person never stopped looking at you, never trying to fix things with you. Okay, this person feels out in the cold. They feel like they're in poverty. This could be actual poverty. This could be emotional poverty. Definitely a lot of despair here, realizing, recognizing what the loss was here, what's happened. They're finally going through their own cleansing, healing. They may have very well just abandoned this situation just to get away. Yeah. They want to talk to you. We got 2 letters here, and we have a lot of love notes here that have not been, a lot of things not been spoken yet. So let's move on. All right, let's see what's going on. Sorry, I had to pause that just a moment. Find my other deck here. So, Spirit, tell me more about what is going on in this situation, dare I ask. What's going on? So we have this person up here. Who's this person to my Sagittarius says? How do they know, like, who are these people involved here? Might be several. See, this is a person. Okay. It's a person that you may have been involved with before. Okay, could have been a Scorpio for sure. Yeah. I think this is definitely a person. Not definitely. This is a person that definitely loves you, cares a lot about you. Okay, this might be someone who's wanting to make some kind of romantic proposal. with you. This could have been someone who you were married to before, or maybe you guys had talked about that, something along those lines here. Give me more. Who are these people? This could have been a person, honestly, Sag, that was already in something else or chose to go also in a different direction, or maybe stay in a situation that involved, honestly, even generational wealth. I was talking about a matriarch over here, okay? Maybe there was some kind of agreement here that they needed to stay in that situation. It could have been a wife, a mother, like I said before, anyone like that that was keeping them tied to a certain situation here. This person clearly has feelings for you. Okay, now we have 2 cards definitely indicating that, and really feeling like in despair. They're watching you. Yeah. You can't make it up. Look at this. Yeah. Definitely a person that you had history with. Okay, these people that are around them could be someone who they've been with for a long time, to be honest with you. It could go way back into their childhood. It could go down and back into like their youthful life, whatever. I don't know how old this person is. It could also be others around them. Again, returning to my roots. That could be about the parents. It could be about the, wife. It could be about, family in some way. This could also be this person just keeping their head in the past here. Okay, they've been in this other situation, wanting to return to something that felt safer, something that felt more supportive, more loving, And perhaps that was with you. I feel like this person was in a family situation. That shit is creepy. All right. Yeah. Yeah, definitely someone who's feeling like they are very, very battle weary at this time. Okay, very fatigued. They could be drained of their energy. But they're not quitting is what I feel. So whatever it is that they were in, whatever is kind of taking them down a little bit. Honestly, now that I'm looking at this reading, some of the stuff that came out in last night's reading could have very well been y'all's message for sure. I was losing it for a minute because it was getting so crazy. I'm getting a lot of the same stuff, it looks like to me. Definitely the same message, regardless of the cards here. Just giving me a similar story here. This person was really ensconced in something, but it's a little clearer tonight as to what it was. This is someone who has been fighting a battle to disconnect from something, even if the battle was in their head, okay, to disconnect from something that they didn't want to be in. This person, you could have been away from this person 8 to 10, damn, 8 to 10 months, maybe 8 to 10 years, something like that. 8 to 10 days, not 8 to 10 days, I don't think, but it could have been a while, or maybe you've known them that long. Yeah. It's the situation though. This person has definitely been embattled in a situation here, trying to be, I just think it's someone that they've been around for a long time, someone who they've had, I feel, generational wealth with. So this could go way back into their family, okay? Again, I said in the beginning, somebody could have promised this person, if you stay with this other person, or if you do this, or maybe whatever, and don't stray from the family, that, you're promised something. Maybe you're promised some kind of inheritance or something like that. I don't know, okay? But, and this person chose to kind of stay in that, or to stay kind of loyal to that. I feel like there was a lot of materialism around this, I'm not going to lie. Okay, now this person could have been in a marriage, okay, and that could have been part of it too. Maybe the family and all them didn't want them to leave that, or to, yeah, perhaps not leave that or something. You got somebody over here, though, doing some dark stuff to make sure that didn't happen. This person did not march towards their destiny here, okay? I think they may have even misled this person, had them focusing on all the alleged or seemingly imperfections here, and what could go wrong and how it wouldn't work out. But this person hasn't been able to stop watching you. That's the problem. Whatever situation they've been in has been very incompatible. You should know that, okay? Very unhappy, a lot of inequality, imbalance here, a lot of disharmony too. And ultimately, I feel like there's been a disconnection here. Somebody... And I'm looking at the despair card and this one here. Somebody's sitting in a lot of sadness, a lot of grief here, a lot of despair, okay? A lot of remorse here, a lot of grief here, certainly a lot of loss. That is a big card of loss, tying it back to the poverty. They could have lost a lot of stuff here. They could have lost a lot of money. They could have lost you. Yeah. Yes. And that is their judgment. Okay. Unfortunately, that is their judgment, or fortunately, because judgment to me is just a correction mechanism, right? It's to help us to see things clearly so that we can get ourselves on track and we begin to create more good karma than bad. Even sitting around waiting, even if you're going to work every day, whatever, if you're not being true to yourself, you're not developing, right? You're not developing good karma. You're not putting, that's not what you're putting out into the universe here. So you're going to create, okay, something that's going to match that. This person may be going through a bit of an awakening. That could very well be what this healing is about. Some kind of renewal here, okay. Maybe they're also recognizing that they may have made a snap judgment when it comes to you here, okay. They may be wanting some kind of forgiveness is what I'm getting here. How does this person feel about Sagittarius here? Whatever situation they stayed in, they definitely experienced a big loss. And maybe of everything, honestly. Well, Jesus. Okay. What does this person want with Sagittarius? This could have actually been the last card here. This could have been y'all's relationship too. Okay, maybe they have been trying to avoid this tower. Maybe they want the tower just to go. Maybe you guys have been hanging on to each other's energy and they just want it to come down so that you have some kind of solid foundation. The tower, to me, this tower this tower looks a bit extreme, but to be fair, taking down a tower that's built on a faulty foundation is a good thing. Maybe they want to tear away at any misconceptions and anything that again, was not built on stable ground, and so that they can start from the beginning. Let's look and see, though. Yeah, see? Yeah, they want to manifest something good into the, listen, oh my God, you got the will again, the will and the will. Come on here. Yeah. They want to manifest something good, I think, into their lives as it comes to you. I'm asking what they want. They definitely want it. They're trying to, they want to break down, I think, any of the fake stuff or any of the, maybe even the lies, anything that was built on a faulty foundation, like I said, all right, so that you guys can begin again. I think they want to manifest something new, okay, into this particular situation, or maybe with you, or in, yeah, I just want to say in this relationship, in this situation with you. I think you're both very strong-minded people, very strong-willed people here, okay? Maybe they're feeling like if you both show a lot of strength in this, or that it's going to take a lot of strength to continue to kind of endure, especially based on all of this, and try to break through even some of the walls that you may have built up against them. They feel like there's going to be a lot of strength in terms of persuasion here, right? Trying to persuade you in some way to even just consider them or to listen to them in some way, perhaps. But they want to, I don't know why I feel like this person needs you in some way. I got to be honest with you, Sag. Okay, take it as it resonates. And obviously, assess your people. Every situation is going to be different, okay? So never just take anybody like me or anybody giving you advice, okay? You're your own person. Listen to yourself. And Sagittarius have incredibly good guidance, okay? And we're usually pretty tuned into it. So pay attention to that with this person. You'll know. But make sure it's not just a fortune thing, okay? I don't think so. I feel like this person might be very proud, so they're not going to want you to carry the weight, that's for sure. All right, I think they may feel like you guys are soulmates, though. Okay, they feel like this is a destined kind of thing. This is another card here of destiny, and the destined union in some sense, okay, that is fated. And I think that that's what they're wanting. They're wanting to have some kind of chance, okay, to get another chance with you is what I'm feeling. How does this person feel about Sag? Wondering if you would do that. Yeah, they're very paranoid, though. I feel like that you won't. Maybe you're very withdrawn from this person here, and they might be very withdrawn at this time just due to everything that has went on in their life. I don't know if this person was doing work on them as well, but that would also make a lot of sense here. They're trying to make sense of all of that. If you're a very spiritual person, and I think that some of you guys definitely are, they know a little bit about spirituality, I think, based on that. Maybe they're trying to see how to get beyond that. Some of the things they've been through and really build themselves back up like you probably have, or like they're watching you do or seeing you in some way do. You could just be a very positive person and they're seeing that, right? This person might be really restricting themselves at this time right now. I'm feeling a bit paralyzed by fear. Yeah. All right, Sag. I don't know. I mean, I just feel like there may have been a lot of gossip around this stuff, around this situation. I think they might be afraid of that too. Like there might be some malicious lies. There could have been malicious lies that tore you all apart to begin with. Okay. Um, they could have had someone real nasty in their life that like put them down, put you down. Okay. They could have been, I'm going to be honest with you, Sag, they could have been involved in some of this stuff as well. All right, so if you guys had some kind of falling out, they could have been a part of this with someone else. That's what I said earlier. I wonder if they knew someone else was doing something to you. Maybe not. I don't know. Again, take it as it resonates. But I almost feel like this person has been trying to stop whatever creativity you have going on here, okay? And maybe even looking here to see what's happening here. But I think it has more to do with they know this person is in love with you. They know that this person wants to be near you. Maybe this person is wanting to tell you about what's been going on. Maybe that's what the message is about here. Yeah. Yeah, they feel, honestly, I think they feel as though, oh my God, this person has made a lot of errors. That's what I'm going to say to you. I feel like they got caught in some kind of loop here. This sounds very childish, but I can see what happened here, okay? Definitely listened to the wrong people. Definitely got swayed by the wrong people. Definitely got sold some kind of dream that didn't end up working out, okay? Definitely listened to lies, okay? It could have been from others. You guys could definitely have mutual friends here, all right? And they could have obviously ended it, all right? But the truth of the matter is you could have felt very backstabbed or betrayed by this. And I think that they know that about you. All right, but now this person, I feel like, is feeling that way, okay? Because they're the ones here that have gone into this kind of paranoia. Maybe they're afraid that you're not going to forgive them just based on that alone. I can also tell you this person could very well have some kind of money problems, or that could have been part of what they were hearing here. Maybe they thought you were having some kind of problems, and now they're seeing you shine and seeing you abundant, and they know that's why they've not been able to take their eye off you. They know that they were sold a bill of goods here. Yeah, they've definitely been taken from. I'm going to tell you right now. And they may have been kind of breadcrumbing you, I feel like, in the past as well here. Yeah, look. You can't make it up. You just get more confirmation. Yeah, everything. Okay, so I don't know how any of this tells me. So I need some feelings here. Spirit, how does this person... Let me get another deck. I want to know about their feelings because I'm just getting more of the story here. I see that they want to... Yeah. They want to try and manifest an exchange with you. They want to be able to talk to you. They feel like this is fated in some way. Maybe you guys should be moving forward together. But, I mean, look at all the stuff that has happened. Maybe they're looking at all the stuff that's happened to you. Maybe that's part of their review here with the judgment, right? They were caught up in some kind of gossip, okay? Some kind of, I don't know, some kind of lies. Definitely some bias. Did you guys work together? Did y'all have other people around you? They could have been coercing with in some way. I know that sounds pretty far-fetched, but that's what it's, I mean, that's the card, right? So what's their feelings here? Their feelings is maybe you've moved on. Maybe this person feels like they need to move towards you or maybe come towards you, travel to see you in some way. But I feel like they feel like you've moved on. That's a card of movement to me. There's that Knight of Cups again, though. That's the very first card that came out. It hasn't changed, I'm telling you. Somebody convinced this person that they were confused, I feel like, about their feelings towards you. Okay, look at this. Yeah, their feelings towards you, okay? They obviously told them that it was a bad thing. Maybe this person was not fully divorced. Maybe they were still in another connection but wanting to leave it. Maybe their family just didn't want it. Somebody definitely went to great lengths up here. Look at that. Wow. Seeing you as the Queen of Cups here. You may have actually moved away from them, Sag. Okay, maybe they know that. Maybe they know that you're at a distance from them or that you moved away. Or they may just feel like they need to travel to come and see you and bring you some kind of romantic gesture, some kind of cup of love, some kind of offering here. Honestly, it looks to me like they want something more traditional with you. Maybe something, they could be just speaking to you about something that is more, traditional. Okay, this is the Hierophant, can signify marriage to me. Commitment, okay? They could view you as somebody who's highly intuitive, Okay, you could be very spiritual, but certainly highly intuitive here. Just a sweetheart. And like I said before, your energy is very good. It's very loving. It's very giving, very nurturing. Wow. Look, I need to see some cups. And now all I'm getting is love here. Okay, the lovers. Yeah, I mean, they feel like you guys are supposed to be together. This Lover's card is very telling because you have an angel. Look at this standing over both of them. They only have eyes for each other. It's kind of like an Adam and Eve. Beautiful scenario here, right? Kind of. Just very gorgeous. But the angel is actually standing over them, guiding them, okay, as they look towards one another here. I just really think this person has a lot of love for you and they regret what's happened here and they want to bring this together. But what you need to know is there's been a lot of stuff done in the past. You may already know this, all right? And maybe they feel like they need to explain themselves as to what actually took place here. Ooh, I don't know, Sag. I do not know on this one. Let me get a few messages from this person. I would love to see what was going on or what they're thinking at this time, Spirit, for my Sagittarius, please. Their person, please. Yeah, I was insecure and ghosted you out of selfishness. I cheated you out of real love. I could never hide from you. You always saw straight through me. I tried to keep up a facade, but failed. So they did ghost you for some of you guys. I've come to the realization that I still love you. There's still hope for us if you would take me back. Oh, okay. I hid my true self from you because you challenged me to grow when I wasn't ready. I'm telling you, I felt a lot of materialism around here as well. I think your energy in itself was just very, I guess, illuminating is what I want to say to the person. But for them, it was coming across as triggering. Very triggering, okay. Memories of you haunt me and keep me thinking about what could have happened between us down the line. I definitely know that because I can see that up here. Yeah, I feel left out in the cold without you in my life. You were my home and now I'm out. See, that's the restriction here, okay? And here's the thing, look. It was easier being with someone, simpler and easier from my world. Didn't I tell you this could go way back with this person, okay? I don't wish to be challenged. And remember what they said over here, that they felt very challenged by you, okay? Even if you weren't doing anything, even just because of your energy here, all right? That's why they actually ghosted, okay? But like they said, they cheated you out of real love. But from these cards, they cheated themselves out of real love. I think they just bought into the wrong concept. And I think whoever this is over here could have been telling them, honestly, that just wasn't going to work. That's not going to work. This person's not from our world. They're not from, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they're not the same age. Maybe they're, you know, just a different caliber. They could have even said, I'm sorry, but beneath them, or maybe you're not up to their, I don't know who they're dealing with over here because, I mean, who the hell would do something like that? But we know people do it. So I'm going to see, who is this mature woman up here, Spirit? Who is this mature woman who's dabbling in this dark stuff? Who is this? Who is this to this person? I thought a card flipped. Hang on. Nope. Oh, it did. Someone. Yeah, so it's somebody they had a family with. Okay, so this is somebody that this is either part of their family, okay? This is somebody who either they were married to or somebody who they had a family with. That's what I'm getting here. Yeah, so this person is either married or this could have been their own family, honestly. It could have been somebody in their family, I suppose, like their mother, somebody like that, their sister, somebody that's around them, or it could have just been someone who they were obviously building with. I feel like there was some kind of commitment here because we saw vows, remember? There's definitely some kind of commitment here from before. Oof, yeah, definitely fit. This is somebody who was competing with you. I can tell you that right now. Who's this person doing this? Honestly, this could have been somebody who they ended up marrying. I don't know how long y'all been apart. I know I got like 8 to 10, so if they weren't already in some kind of commitment, this could have been someone who they ended up in a commitment with as well. Okay, somebody who felt like they were in competition with you, but that is the crux of why they've done so much to keep you guys away from each other, because apparently this person was super happy dealing with you. Even if y'all had like a work relationship or something along those lines, they were definitely happy doing that. Yeah, see, this person is ready to, they're spiteful. They're ready to fight for you and definitely stand their ground. I think they feel like this person is theirs, and they're doing what they feel like they need to do to stop that, which is absolute insanity, I know, but that's what's happening here. Okay, well, that pretty much tells me everything I need to know, I think. All right, let's wrap it up. Spirit, what do you have in terms of, let's get some advice on this craziness for Sag with everything that's coming in. So I feel like somebody might be moving towards you. I don't know where this situation sits with them here. We did have the 10 of Swords, so this person could have very well put an end to all this craziness, okay? Or they could also feel like you put an end to their craziness and all the stuff that went on with it here. Oh, shoot. Give your relationship a chance, okay? Work on your partnership if you wanted, of course. I think some of you definitely going to hear this person out, though. Look, as I say, at heart-to-heart conversations, honestly discuss what feelings or your feelings with each other. That may not have even been discussed before, to be honest with you. A lot of things could have been held back here. Could have been something y'all jumped into or developed pretty quickly, and then somebody kind of evacuated. Look at this, worth waiting for. This could have been, oh my God. See, this situation, remember I said 8 or 10 or whatever numbers I said? This could have went back a little far, you know. Could have been someone that you've known for quite a while here, Sag. And now they're breaking away from something else here. Look at this, though, engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. It says forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in the present moment. So you guys may be having a serious heart-to-heart, okay? Getting some things out on the table, getting some truths out regardless of what you decide to do with it. Obviously, there's clearly a lot of drama. I don't know what stage it is. I assume by the cards telling me that you have like 3 messages coming in, okay? Or 3 opportunities for someone to message you or actually show up that you're going to get some kind of clarity that maybe you've needed for a long time, and then you can just choose to move, you know, do what you want with it, okay? But at least you're going to get this honest heart-to-heart conversation. Okay, Sag, that's what I got for you guys. All right, so crazy. I will see you guys soon, okay? Love you guys. Bye.